Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. Johnny Mac here, the gravy guy. It's Saturday, so let me quickly walk you through how to make a homemade delicious sauce. One that can be used to put together a from scratch asparagus casserole. It's a nice holiday side dish or one for any occasion, so let me show you how to make it. Time for a little prep work. Round up 1/4 of a cup or 30 grams of breadcrumbs and 1/3 of a cup or 35 grams of Parmesan cheese. Mix them together. See the description for a list of the ingredients. Give it a nice stir and then add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter that's been melted. Stir it all together and put to the side for later. That takes care of the prep work. Grab a saucepan, put it on a burner, turn the heat to medium to high. Once hot, add 1 tablespoon or 15 milliliters of a neutral oil of your choice. When it's all warmed up, add half of a sweet onion that's been diced. Stir the onions well to mix them into the oil and cook them until they're tender and lightly golden brown around the edges. When the onions are right where you want them to be, move them to the side of the pan, making a clearing or a well in the center of the pan. Next, you'll add mushrooms to the center of the pan. I'm using 8 ounces or 226 grams of baby bella mushrooms that have been chopped. Cook the mushrooms over medium to high heat until tender and lightly golden brown. The next step of the process is to deglaze the pan. Add 1/4 of a cup or 63 milliliters of white wine. Snag a spatula and use the bottom edge to scrape the sides and bottom of the pan to release any bits and pieces that fond up into the cooking liquid that'll add loads of flavor to your asparagus casserole. Reduce the wine over medium heat until it's just about all gone. The next step of the process is to make a thickening agent for this homemade sauce. For this recipe, you'll be using a roux, so slide the onions and mushrooms to the side of the pan, making a well in the center, and then you can add 6 tablespoons or 84 grams of unsalted butter. Melt the butter down over medium heat, and then you can add 6 tablespoons or 48 grams of all-purpose flour. At first, mix the flour and butter together. That right there, that's your roux. Once the roux is well combined, you can mix it together with the rest of the vegetables and cook over medium to low heat for 2 to 3 minutes. At the tail end of cooking the roux, round up 7 fresh sprigs of thyme. Remove the leaves from the stems and add them to the roux. Mix them in and cook for about 30 seconds. Have you ever struggled to make the perfect sauce? Wait no longer. Sauces made simply by the Sauce and Gravy channel chef Johnny Mac is a must for your next holiday feast or weeknight meal. Delve into a selection of savory and sweet sauces as well as rich gravy recipes with easy to follow step-by-step directions and QR codes that will take you straight to the channel's video recipes. You will be able to visualize the sauce making process and improve your sauce making skills while delighting your family and friends. Order now and get your copy today. Links are in the video description and comment section below. Back to the homemade casserole recipe, it's time to add your cooking liquids. 1½ cups of milk, roughly 375 milliliters, and 1½ cups or 375 milliliters of heavy cream, also called whipping cream or double cream in some countries. Give it a nice stir to incorporate the roux into the cooking liquid. For a touch of spice, 1/2 teaspoon of hot smoked paprika. Spank on some black pepper. Mix it all in and bring it to a simmer over medium heat. Whenever the sauce begins to simmer, it'll noticeably become thick. Once it can coat the back of the spoon, you're ready to move on to the next step. At this point in the process, you're going to create the cheese sauce, so turn your heat to low and add 4 ounces or 113 grams of freshly grated cheddar cheese. Round up that spatula and mix it well into the sauce. Whenever the cheese is melted into the sauce, you can move forward with the next step in the process. Give the sauce a quick taste to see if you need to adjust the seasoning. You can always add some salt or black pepper if necessary. Round up that fresh asparagus and drop it into the cheese sauce. 2 bundles of asparagus, that's roughly 2 pounds or 1 kilo. The asparagus were cut into 2-inch or 5-centimeter pieces. Mix the asparagus into the cheese sauce over low heat. When everything is well mixed, round up the breadcrumb mixture, give it a quick stir, and then evenly sprinkle it over the top of the casserole. If you didn't use an oven-safe baking dish, you can always use a 9 by 13 inch or 23 by 33 centimeter baking dish. Pour the asparagus and cheese sauce into the baking dish and then top with the breadcrumbs. Bake in a preheated oven at 400 Fahrenheit or 204 Celsius for 30 to 40 minutes. Once done, you have a knockout side dish recipe, perfect for any sort of holiday dinner like Easter, Thanksgiving, or Christmas. The only thing left to do, enjoy. Thank you so much for watching the Sauce and Gravy channel. If you found this recipe helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Hey, and you know what? If you found it helpful, be sure to share it with your friends. They might find it useful too. Thanks again for watching. Remember, until next Saturday morning, keep whisking, y'all.